I identify as mixed race and half Filipino, half white.
I'm an African-American man.
A Punjabi, a Sikh.
An African-American female artist.
I identify myself as, this is gonna sound hokey and corny a little bit, but I identify myself as a human being. There are things that are added on to that are kind of layered on. I'm brown, I'm a male.
Whenever I was younger, my father always told me it's easier just to identify as black because most places would only say mark one. But I always felt like it was kind of disrespectful to my mother to say, oh, well, I'm not that part. So I've always said I'm biracial.
I've gotten people ask me if I'm Italian, if I'm Mexican, if I'm Chinese, if I'm like everything under the sun. And it's a really weird conversation to have with people because it's like, what does it matter?
I think when we use those categories, what we end up doing is you include and exclude at the same time because you make primary assumptions that all brown people are this way or all green people are that way.
I remember a long time ago, a cab driver said, I am so surprised that you are African American because you're so articulate. This was in my 20s.
Everywhere I go, I don't want everybody looking at me like, you're an African-American man everywhere and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I'm just a dude too, man. I like sandwiches and soda and, you know.
Whenever I fly, whenever I travel on the airport, I'm always kind of weary of having to go through security because that stigma is still there of being a South Asian person. But the best way that I've found to kind of combat that is to just be myself.
I'm aware of what white privilege means. White male privilege actually means in a society, in our community where we are one of the poorest and most segregated cities in the United States.
Being an Asian American, being Filipino, I can't deny that part of my identity. There are not very many Filipino filmmakers, very many Filipino actors, directors. That knowledge has pushed me so much further in the direction of always bringing my identity into my art, always making sure that when I'm casting, I'm looking at people who look more like me, so that little me, has like a Lea Salonga to look up to. It has played such a huge role in forming who I am.